Okay. Is the video on?
Yes.
Is it live? Okay, good. Okay, so let me check this thing about. Am I live? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, mute myself so I can see if there's anybody asking questions. Okay, so let's do this. First time doing this, but I want to introduce myself. Some of you already know me, but this is Monica Gibberti with Stampin' with Monica. And I am Stampin' with Monica is my business, and I have a nice group of ladies. And the group is called Happy Basement Stampers. And we have a few watching, and thank you for being here. So my intent for this live is to talk about the starter kit. The Stampin' Up has a beautiful offer that it's hard to pass on, but I wanted to clarify and answer a few questions if anybody had any. And I wanted to clarify what it's all about, this whole deal about the starter kit. So a little bit about myself. I joined Stampin' Up back in May of 2003. So that means that on May 6th of this year, I'm going to celebrate 20 years. So, and when I started just with the intent of, guess what? Enjoying a discount, because I loved stamping, and I was actually moving overseas with my husband. At the time he was military, so I wanted to be able to buy my supplies at a discount. And in fact, for the first year or so, I didn't even stamp or share what I was doing because I was so intimidated by doing so. I was what I call enjoying, the discount, buying the product that I loved and using it for my own personal pleasure, I guess. Actually, at the time, my daughter was doing her first communion, so I did all the little favors, all kind of stuff. And then I never imagined that I would stick around for this long. Actually, my dream was to be able to make my kids' wedding invitations, and I made it because both of them, they got married, one in 2020 and the other one 2021. So I was able to make their wedding invitation. Okay, so for those of you that might not know, Stampin' Up is offering a great deal on the starter kit. When I joined Stampin' Up, it was truly a starter kit. So there was already a set number or selection of products that Stampin' Up thought that any crafter that was going to start crafting or, do a little bit more would need. So I had, was in there a set of inks and color pencils, a few stamp sets that they chose, cardstock, so everything that anybody could start crafting with. Now, the beauty of it is that you can choose whatever you want. You can customize your kit however you want. You can choose from anything that is current, from any of the catalogs that are current at the moment, as well as anything that you can see online when you log on onto the online store. And right now there's a offer where you can get this beautiful little die cutting machine included in your kit. You have options. So we have two options. So we have the regular option that is $99 plus tax, and you get to select up to $175 in product of your choice. So 175 is the cap. You cannot go over. But I think it's by itself is a great deal, and it is basically about $50 more of what the usual starter kit is, because it's always $99, but during celebration we get to choose new demonstrators or new or people that join the Stampin' Up family, that you choose $50 extra. Okay. Then we have the $129 level, meaning that you pay $129 plus tax, and you get to choose either this little die cutting machine in a boho blue, that is one of the new upcoming ink colors that will come out in May, or you can choose the white model. So boho blue, white. So you have this choice for $129. Okay. And then in your customized starter kit, you get to you will receive also, it would be, as I said, only tax, free shipping, and then you will get a box of a paper pumpkin. It's one of the boxes that Stampin' Up has. We don't know which one, whatever they want to send us. And also you will get a pack of supplies, like catalogs and that kind of stuff. And those are all included. Okay. As I said, free shipping, just pay tax, and you can choose between the $99 or $129. Okay. What is the catch? There's no catch. So you choose to get the kit, and then you can do whatever you want. Stampin' Up is going to send you an email as soon as you fill out the form, and Stampin' Up is going to send you an email, sending you a demonstrator ID and a password, and then you'll be able to set up your website and start shopping. And guess what? You will start saving at least 20% on all of your purchases. So if you're an avid crafter or somebody that wants to start that kind of stuff and wants to support their own crafting habit or hobby or whatever, I think this is the best way. And why am I doing this? Why am I doing this video? Is because I am looking to share the fact that there is just an opportunity for you to save money. It's like going into any of the stores, and then you have, like, you know, one of the Costco, for example, you have a membership, right? And that membership will allow you to save money. So this is basically what being part of Stampin' Up and hopefully being part of my group means. So continuously saving on your purchases. Then if you want to share with your friends, even better, because, you know, why stamp alone? Why craft alone, right? So basically, as I said, there is no obligation to do anything after you get the kit. So Stampin' Up defines us as independent Stampin' Up demonstrators, but I also say instead that we are I mean, I consider myself a demonstrator because I love to do videos. I love to share and demonstrate the product, but you can just be a happy discount shopper, enjoy your product, and that's it. So you don't have to do what I do. You can just enjoy and craft at your pleasure to enjoy, okay? So let me see if anybody is, I have a lot of ladies watching on Facebook. So make sure before I go any further that if you have any questions, you can feel free to pop on the Zoom if you want to. And if you have any questions, please post them here, and I will try to answer the best that I can. And also I see that I have a few of my team members here watching. Hello, everybody. So they can answer, or I will answer the questions. Okay, so what are the benefits from Stampin' Up? First, do you have to buy? I will answer that, okay, Cynthia. So the benefits from Stampin' Up are what? First of all, your 20% discount. Second, you get to see new products released at least a month before everybody else, because we are part of the special group. And so we get to see things and purchase new things before everybody else. Also, we receive catalogs ahead of time so we can study them, look at them, and then decide if we want to demonstrate them and use them, we can do so. The other thing that we are able to do is participate in special events organized by Stampin'Up, and those are demonstrator-only events. And then obviously we get some trainings. We have a website where it's full of training, either in regards of stamping techniques, card samples, and also if we want to push it more and have a little bit of a business, there's also training over there. Okay. Benefits for joining, and these are few. Okay. Obviously the discount, I think, because most of the demonstrators or those that join the Stampin'Up family is to get a discount. I started because of the discount. Then I wanted to see if I could share more with my friends. And so that is, and it's all about sharing. And then I lost the train of thought. And then the benefits, let's go. Benefits for belonging to the Happy Basement Stampers are that you're part of a wonderful group, because all my ladies are wonderful. The ladies that are part of the group are wonderful. And then I will have to read you what they said and what they love about being part of the Stampin'Up family and the Happy Basement Stampers. Also, because you're part of my group, we gather together every month. It's either in my studio or via Zoom, because we have members that are not local. Or if that month you cannot join in person, you can always join via Zoom. And during those meetings, we stamp, we share a lot of creativity, and we have very talented stampers in the group. And also we share a bit of business or updates on the Stampin'Up world. Then also we do a bi-weekly chat via Zoom, where one week is a creative challenge and the other week is a mystery stamping, where I provide a little bit of details, give out the measurements for the cardstock and supplies to prepare, and then I design a card, and then I give directions, and at the end we see all the different styles and designs of the ladies. Okay. Also, you get my monthly talented tutorial. It's free. My team gets those. It's basically there are 16 tutorials, and they can use for their own personal crafting. What else? We do our annual gather together during Christmas time. We always have time. I host it here, whoever can join in person, but I also, and then there are during the meetings, I have recognitions based on sales, based on creative challenges, based on challenges that I give. And so I recognize that. And there's a lot more that I'm not right now, it's escaping. If anybody here can chime in, we're going to do that. So as you can see, there are lots of benefits, and no catch and no obligation. Okay, it's basically a no-brainer. It's just an opportunity. Okay, I need to go back and remind you, everybody, that the Starter Kit promotion during celebration, this great deal that is, I guess, in my past 20 years, this is the best ever that Stampin' Up! Has offered, ends on February 28th. Okay, so that is the last day. So if you're interested, let me know and I can help you get your kit, select your kit if you have any questions. Because the beauty of it is that, let's say you are an avid crafter, you already collected a lot of the supplies, and let's say, what should I get? Well, you can order the basic supplies, lots of cardstock, envelopes. If you have inks that needs to be refills that you need to grab. So the basics, that the consumables, and you can get a lot for $175. Then if you like bundles and stamp sets, then you can add those to your kit. If you are starting, I would suggest to get your basic tools to start with. Okay, so if you get your $125 worth of, you will get already the die cutting machine, you know, either this one or this one. So you already have this. And then the paper trimmer for sure. Okay, your paper snips, your bone folder, your chamois to clean your stamps. If you're selecting a few stamps, I would suggest selecting those stamps that have images and sentiments at the same time. If you get stamp sets, they could be bundled up with a stamp set and a punch. Those are the bundle, and you get more, even more, because they're already discounted 10%. You even get more of value included in your kit. And then, because we have the mini die cutting machine, you can select stamp set that have dies, and this machine will fit a size of 3.5. So this is the 3.5 inches opening, and most of the dies that Stampin' Up! Has will fit in this. Okay, so there are different possibilities that you can create your own kit. Okay. Let's say I have a question here, so I'm going to go and answer the question. One of the questions, and then I'm going to read the comments. One of the questions that I had is from Cynthia, and she says, do you have to buy a certain amount each month or anytime? Okay, so let's say you get your starter kit now, and we are in February. So the Stampin' Up! Year is divided in quarters, January through March. And then you have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, so if you get your kit now, you have until, so April, May, June, until the end of June to decide if you want to maintain your demonstratorship or your 20% discount. And so if you want to do that, there's a minimum requirement that is $300 per quarter, meaning $300 in 3 months. Okay, so that is it. You have to cover $300. Either you use it, either you place an order all at once, or you place little bit by each month. It doesn't matter, as long as by the end of the quarter, requirement quarter, then you cover the $300. If you don't do that, Stampin' Up! Gives you a grace period of an extra month where you will be put in pending status, but that doesn't matter. You still be able to be enjoying the 20%, but after discount, but after that extra month, then Stampin' Up! Is going to say, okay, unfortunately, then you won't be able to do it anymore. So basically, so we are in February, March, April, May, June, so 4 months, and then let's say add July. So until the end of July, you will have the time to decide if you want to place your order or collect orders from your friends and reach the $300 that will allow you to continue enjoying the 20% discount. Okay. I hope this answered the question. So what I'm going to do, hello, Cheryl, hello, Kathy, and Sharon, and I see that I have Anne and Annie and everybody. Does the paper pumpkin or the demonstrator fee add on to the celebration for this? Okay, so because we're doing celebration and because we're doing celebration, so celebration, you know that you get free product for every $50 or $100 that you spend in sales. But whenever you are choosing your starter kit, that is not considered sales. So it's basically you're getting product from Stampin'Up, but it is not. So those are not included in the starter kit. They cannot be added to the starter kit. Okay, so what happens? Let's say you get your kit today. As soon as you do that, Stampin'Up is going to send you an email. And as I said, with the demonstrator ID number and a temporary password, then you're going to set up your website. And then from there, you can start planning, placing your own orders and saving 20%. And you can place and you can order anything that you want. So those would be the sale that will count towards celebration. If the prepaid subscription for paper pumpkin cannot be included in the starter kit. Okay, as I said, the starter celebration and prepaid subscription for celebration are for paper pumpkin cannot be included in the starter kit. Only whatever is in the catalogs or online specials. So but those cannot be. So what happens? You can always get the prepaid subscription after you get your ID number and your discount. Okay. Did I answer the questions, Sharon? Okay. So let me go ahead and read a few of the comments that I received from my team. So this one is, it says, I became a demonstrator in July of 2020, and it's been a true blessing for me. I had no knowledge of the company until my applying. Cindy had me over for several classes, and on the second one, it just made sense for me to take advantage of the wonderful savings. The moment I joined, I was welcomed by Monica and tickled to learn she was from Cento, Italy, because I'm Italian. Even though I was not familiar with her city, I lived in Northern Italy twice for nearly 5 years. So for anyone toying with the ideas of joining, I tell you, do not hesitate, just do it. You will have a bounty of very talented and creative crafters, all eager to share and give encouragement on your journey as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If becoming that happy Stampin' Up! Shopper is your goal, do it. So as I said, you can just join to enjoy your discount, or if you want to push it further, then it means that you want to do create a little bit of a business, then you can do as well. Also, I forgot to mention that I am available. I am actually right now doing one-on-one training for those that are interested in trying to create a little bit of a business, but I'm always available to help in any way and form that I can, whoever wants to join the group. Okay. So somebody else, and this was Bev, somebody else wrote, I enjoy the friendships that have come from the group. The design development is an added bonus for me. The ladies are very knowledgeable and creative. This is from Marsha. I love and miss, and this is from Michelle. You know, the beauty of it is that being a part of the Stampin' Up! Family or Happy Basement Stamper, you can do whatever you want. You can make it the experience that you want it to be. Okay, nobody's forcing you to do anything. you have to be you and do you. So if you need to take a break because of family issues or anything, health and whatever, then you're allowed to do that. And in this case, we have, I love and miss the camaraderie and ideas shared by all the team. Also, how it encourages you to use your product with the challenges. Soon, I hope to back into normal weekends again. Okay, this is Michelle. Another one says, I like being a part of the Happy Basement Stampers to share ideas and techniques and having similar interests with the other members of the group. This is Denise. And then we have, I love the Happy Basement Stampers because we're a group of supportive and caring crafters. It feels like joining a family, and it is. Everyone is so welcoming and loves to share their talents. I love learning from everyone. And this is Annie. Somebody else has said, that's an easy question because I said, what do you like about being part of the group? And the answer is, that's an easy question to answer. I love being a part of the Happy Basement Stampers because I get to get together with other crafters and learn new techniques and designs. Okay, then I have more. This one says, I love stamping and have done it for many years, but when I became part of the Happy Basement Stampers, it all came together and became a joyful part of my life. Monica Gilbert is my upline and is so talented and creative. Her designs are so cool. One of the special events for me is our online Zoom Thursday Creative Challenge night every other week. We learn from each other and have become friends, even though many of us live in different states. One of the highlights of my week, and this is Sandy, and she lives in Florida. I love being part of the Happy Basement Stampers group. After years of spending time with the members of the group at different card sessions Monica had to offer, it just made sense to join. I am so happy that I did. I get to spend additional time with these ladies, some I got to know better. I love stamping, getting great ideas, and learning from this group. And this is Amy. Happy Basement Stampers to me is like family. I've met some fabulous folks who are supportive, creative, and fun. There is no pressure, note that, to spend outside your limits. The quality product sells itself. Monica, the leader, is an amazing Italian woman who is kind, talented, funny, and down to earth. Love being part of this group. And this is Wendy. Okay, let me see if I have more questions here. And then finally, I have, I enjoy being part of the Happy Basement Stampers because of all the supports and encouragement that is given. Everyone shares ideas. We aren't pressured to do any more than what we want, meaning that if we want to be discount shoppers, that is fine. But if we want to try and build this business, there is a support for that too. It is wonderful to develop so many great friendships with other demonstrators on the team. Okay, so common denominator is a friendship, no pressure, love for stamping, then creativity, sharing. So I think these are all pluses, all positive things that you can get just being part of Stampin' Up. And then if you think that you can join the Happy Basement Stampers, we will love to have you. But as a reminder, and finally, I'm just gonna close it here unless there are more questions. Remember that this is for you. This is an opportunity. This is too good to pass on, okay? No matter what the reason that you're gonna do the kit, no matter what the reason is, I think it's a great opportunity. And as I said, no pressure from Stampin' Up, surely from me, because you will do you, whatever you wanna do. But boy, if I had to go back, I would get this kit in a heartbeat, because $129, you get this machine or this, whichever you want, plus $175. So you pay $129 and you get $175 worth of product of your choice. This is already included in your $129. Okay, so you don't have to choose this one or the way. It's already included. And if you already have one of these and you don't want it, you just pay $99 plus tax, free shipping, and you select up to $175 of whatever you want. Remember, no celebration items, no prepaid paper pumpkin subscriptions, and no hostess set, okay? So I think it's too good to be true, right? But it's not. It is good. It is true. So I will take advantage right away, because when I joined, as I said, it was a kit, and my kit costs $200, $195, I think it was, with very little option to change anything that was included. $195. Now it's what? Half the price, and you get $175 worth of product. So that is all. And as I said, you can join under me if you want, or if you have another demonstrator that is you're already working with, it's completely fine, because I know they have different people here. Or if you join under somebody else in our team, we welcome everybody. Okay, this offer is good only until February 28th. The offer of the boho blue mini die cutting machine, or the fact that you can select up to $175. This is good only until the end of February 28th. The starter kit is always on sale. It's always a special, because it's always pay $99 plus tax and normally select up to $125. During celebration, they added $50 extra to the basic kit. Plus, you know, they added this option, but that is $129, okay? As I said, it's a no-brainer, really. And if you want to join the group, and for whatever reason, okay, because I think most of the demonstrator population that joined the Stampin'Up family, they just did it like I did, just to enjoy the discount. And then they decided, okay, I can do this, or I want to show other people what the beauty of crafting is. And then you can also do that. Otherwise, just enjoy for yourself. Okay, so I will post, I've sent many emails, but on my page, I will post the link. If you would like to join me, I will be glad to welcome you. And if not, I just wanted to let you know what the great deal was. Okay, so let me check here if I had anybody else. Okay, I think I don't have any other questions. So ladies, this is all. Thank you so much for being here, for dealing with me. This is not a very easy thing to do, because I'm out there, because I'm streaming this on my page so anybody can see this. And remember, we have until February 28th to take advantage of this kit, or this special, okay, the celebration starter kit. Then if you are not convinced for the time being, and you say, okay, I still need to think about it, there's always another time, because the starter kit is always the best deal ever that you can. If you find yourself having a wish list that is a list of $100, I will get the kit if I were you. Okay, so ladies, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Chris, for being here on Zoom, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.